Welcome to the Nightly 5 podcast with Belle Taylor.
They have everything we want. They've got just what we need. Yes, Cold Chisel are hitting the road. The Aussie Rockers have announced they are touring the country to celebrate their golden 50th anniversary. The Big 5-0 tour will take place in October and November throughout the nation. Lead singer Jimmy Barnes has said that he's looking forward to getting back out on the road with Don Walker, Ian Moss, Phil Smore and drummer Charlie Drayton. The band, he says, has defined his life. Here with me today is music critic and, I'm guessing, a Cold Chisel fan, Simon Collins. Simon, how excited are Cold Chisel fans around the nation this morning?
Probably very excited. It's going to be a big end of the year for them. Plenty, not just the tour, but also another best of out in multiple vinyl formats to go with the 2011 CD best of. So another copy of all these tracks.
Exactly. I mean, surely if you're a Cold Chisel fan, you've already got all those songs, right, on CD and in vinyl. Like, you couldn't possibly be needing any more. Or is that a furphy?
Well, they've released, I think 9 compilations, including platinum-selling best ofs in 91 and then 2011, and that one was re-released in 2018. But this one, because now the CD's kind of dead and we're on vinyl's the big format, this will probably have several different versions in different colours and things like that for the collectors. I think that's out around late August, just before right in time for Father's Day.
All right, and this is actually also exciting news because late last year, Jimmy Barnes had open heart surgery. We're all a bit nervous about, for him. And now he's back on the road.
He's back. He's like the Keith Richards of Australian rock. He cannot be killed.
We're very happy about that.
He had serious heart. We're stoked about it. He had heart surgery, late last year, and now he's going to hit the road for I think they're sort of keeping it at a pretty gentle pace, but these concerts will be massive, and he still, despite the doctor's orders, he still doesn't hold anything back on stage. It's, it's that gale force voice that he used to make, Chisel a great band during that pub rock era.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen Cold Chisel in concert before, Simon?
A few times, a little bit before me, and I actually wasn't a massive fan. There's a lot of bands of that early pub rock era where it took a little bit of time to appreciate them because of the fact that they would play these great songs, but they would kind of, Barnesy would belt them out, sort of scream them out, and you sort of lost some of the subtlety. But that was how you had to perform in those eras where, there was, they played to packed, pubs where they had to play above the din of drinkers and fights and whatever else was going on.
Yeah, I suppose...
But they're great. They're great songs. These songs like Flame Trees and Kaysan and Forever Now.
Well, that's just it. Do you think there was a bit of snobbery in the past, but now people are kind of going back to those songs and realising that songs like Flame Trees are beautiful songs?
Yeah, and that's written by Steve Presswich, who's the original drummer, or the main drummer, who passed away in 2011, and had a pretty good record. He only wrote a few songs for Chisel, but they're Flame Trees and When the War Is Over and Forever Now, which are 3 of the best. Which is not bad in a band. We've got Don Walker and Ian Moss and Jimmy Barnes in there writing songs as well.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful songs, and they're they're ballads, but they weren't as pop as In Excess, and they weren't as political as Midnight Oil, but they had a lot of truth and a lot of soul to what they sung about. And John Walker's a fantastic writer, a great observer of Australian life. They wrote some great ballads. I mean, yeah, it is really hard to go past Flame Trees. It's just an incredible song about someone going home and reconnecting and loss and love and nostalgia all tangling.
And you've got artists like Sarah Blasco doing covers of it,
yes,
which is something you perhaps wouldn't have predicted when that song first came out, that artists like Sarah Blasco would be doing these kind of really heartfelt covers of Cold Chisel songs.
Yeah, that's the standout one, just because she just imbued the song with so much melancholy. It's a fantastic cover, but I mean, I think it's a terrific song and well structured and they're a great band. I mean, it's funny. This is the 50th anniversary, right? But they actually formed in '73. But they're kind of hinging this off them sort of becoming Cold Chisel, because originally when they formed in Adelaide in '73, they were called Orange, and they became Chisel in '74, Cold Chisel in '74. And they're living in Armidale while Don Walker was finishing uni, doing a Bachelor of Science.
Yeah.
with honours. So they're kind of thought of as being these rough and ready, hard drinking, hard living, blokes or bogans from Adelaide. But they were, there's much more to Chisel than a sweaty Jimmy Barnes clutching a bottle of vodka on stage.
Yeah, they're Thinking Bogans band.
Well, he's now a Buddhist and off the booze, so it has been for a long time. So, it's, they've sort of Australia's sort of grown up with him, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I think a lot of people will be really looking forward to this concert.
It'll be a big day.
Yeah, cool. Thanks so much for that, Simon.
Pleasure.